Hi, everybody. It is Concetta Lewis. I don't know if I am really live or not. I'm using a whole new live streaming service. I know that I have been gone for a while, and folks have been texting me, hey, we miss you. When are you coming back? So I am back on, and some of you may have seen the post that I put up probably a couple of weeks ago. I watched, and you probably saw CNN this past Saturday did a special on Kobe Bryant, and a few weeks ago they had a similar type of show around the artist Luther Vandross. And growing up, I remembered listening to Luther's music. I knew, he was a great vocalist and artist, but I did not know the depth of his musical genius and his career. And one of the things that kind of stuck out to me as I watched that, and I watched it a couple times. That's how fascinated I was by it. And maybe, listen, maybe I'm out here on an island to myself, the only one that did not know that Luther Vandross had done all the things that he has done throughout his career. Too often, I think we simply saw him as a singer, whereas he was a songwriter, a producer, a really produced his live performances. They were productions. So it was really great. But one of the things, again, that I learned or just was reminded of from that was that oftentimes we see people and we only see their success or what we deem as their success. But what we don't, we see the big success. But what we don't see are the small successes along the way. And so if you haven't watched that, and I listen, CNN ain't paying me no money for this here promo that I'm giving them. But if you haven't had a chance to watch it, even if you say, well, Luther Vandross, I'm not an R&B person, he goes far deeper than R&B music in terms of the scope and span of his career. So I encourage you today that don't despise small beginnings, right? Start where you are. One of the things that fascinated me about him was that he loved music. He knew that he had a love for music, and he was in college here in Michigan, not from Michigan, but he was in college in Michigan at Western Michigan University. And after his first year, he was like, this is not what I want to do. I'm going to put every ounce and fiber of my being into doing music. And that is what he did. And again, if you watch it, you'll see he started out even before he had a little group in high school. And then they were doing some things on Sesame Street. And just, again, the span of his career. And he was successful well before we knew him as Luther Vandross. And so, again, I just want to encourage you to uh, focus in on what you believe in, what you know that you are good at. That's what he decided to do. He decided, I'm going to focus and put all my strength, all my effort into the things that I am good at. And that's what we need to do. If you focus on the things that you are your strengths, the things that you are good at, you are bound to be successful. But again, you also have to know that there is work that comes along with it. So like, you can't look at a person and see, all this fame. Like, he was successful well before he was famous. That was the other thing I want to say. He was successful well before he was famous. So don't, think little of your small successes along the way. Those successes are building you up for the big ultimate success in the end. So that's all for my live stream for this week. This is Concetta Lewis, founder of Courageous Leadership, and I will